Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn Mathematics. This is your maths teacher, Rekha Chabra. Students, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment after watching the complete video. So, we were doing chapter number 2, Relations and Functions. We have covered all the topics of this chapter. So today, I'm going to discuss few questions of miscellaneous exercise. Let's start. Question number 1. Here two relations are given and we have to show that f is a function and g is not a function. So how would we do? Let's talk about fx first of all. The function is defined like this. Let's make a table. Let's take few values of x and let's check the values of fx. If x is 0, fx is 0. If x is 1, fx is x square means 1 square, that is 1. If x is 2, then the value of function is x square, which is 4. But if we take x as 3, so function is x square and 3x both. So x square means 3 square 9 and 3x means 3 into 3 9. We can check for few more values. From this table we can observe that each value of x correspond to a unique value of fx. So it means yes, it is a function. Now let's talk about gx. Here also let's make a table. If x is 0, so gx is 0. If x is 1, so gx is 1. But if we take x as 2, so gx is x square, which is 4, and 3x as well, which is 6. So definitely we can see here that 2 correspond to two different images. 2 is giving us two different images. It means it is definitely not a function. Now find the domain and range of this real function. Real function means the function where domain and range both are real number. Here also let's make a table and let's take few values and check. If we take x as 2, so fx is 1, which is a real number. If we take x as 1, so fx is 0, which is again a real number. But if we take the value of x as 0 or negative, then we are not getting real numbers. So what can we conclude? Here fx is always positive, right? So the minimum value of fx is 0 and maximum can be any value. So what can we say the domain is? Domain is 1 to infinity and including 1 because we can take 1. So close interval on left side and open interval on right side. And range, what is the minimum value of fx that we are getting is 0. 0 to infinity. Now we have to find the range of this function and the function is defined on real numbers. From R to R means domain and range both are real numbers. So the first element always considered as domain and the second always a range. When we take few values and we check, then we can observe from this table that the value of function is always coming between 0 to 1 but including 1 and including 0 and excluding 1. We can have the value of function as 0 but we cannot have the value of function as 1. So this is always positive and it is always between 0 to 1 including 1. So the range will be 0 to 1, close interval on the left side and open interval on the right side. Now question number 9. Here the relation is given as ordered pair AB where both AB belongs to natural number and A is equal to B square. Are the following true? First part is given as A belongs to R for all A belongs to natural number. Means we have to check this relation A is equal to B square for the same number, means AA, same number. So let's check by taking few natural numbers. If I take 1, so 1 is equal to 1 square, yes it is true. But if I take 2, so 2 is equal to 2 square, no it is not true. So it means this statement is false. Second part, AB belongs to R implies BA also belongs to R. If AB belongs to R, what does this mean? What is the relation given? That A is equal to B square. So BA means what? B is equal to A square. So let's check for few natural number. If I take B is equal to 2, so A is equal to B square means 4. If B is 2, so A is 4. But do you think B is equal to A square? Verify here. B means 2 is equal to A square means 4 square. 2 is equal to 4 square. Is it true? No, this is not true. So it means this statement is also false. Next, AB belongs to R, BC belongs to R, implies AC belongs to R. So let's take our relation A is equal to B square and B is equal to C square, then A is equal to C square. This happens every time. So let's check whether actually this happens or not. If we take B is equal to 4, so A is equal to B square, which is 16, right? Now C square is also 4, right? That is C is equal to 2. What is the value of C then? Value of C is 2. If we take one more time, listen, if we take B is equal to 4, so what A will be? A will be 16, right? And B is 4. And this is equal to C square also, because what is C? C is 2. So yes, it is verified. A is equal to B square, B is equal to C square. But then let's check for A is equal to C square. 16 is not equal to 2 square, because what is C? We have calculated 2. So 2 square 4, and what was A? A was 16. So this is not true. So it means this statement is also false. Now question number 11, let f be the subset of z cross z. Z cross z means integers, and the function is defined as ab, comma a plus b. Ordered pair is given like this. Is f a function from z to z, means integers to integer? Justify your answer. So this is domain and this is range. First element is domain, other is range. So finding elements in f, both a and b are integers. If we take value of a as 0 and b as also 0, so what is ab? 0. And what is a plus b? 0. If we take 0 and 1, so 0 into 1, 0, but value of a plus b, that is 1. Again, if we take 0 and 2, then it is 0 into 2, 0, 0 plus 2, 2. So f will have elements 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. First element 0 is repeating, and we know very well in function it is not allowed. So it means it is not a function. 12th question, let A be this set and function is defined from this set to natural number. And what is the function? Function is the highest prime factor of n. So find the range. First of all, let's find out the prime factors of all these numbers 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. What is the highest prime factor of 9? 3. What is the highest prime factor of 10? It is 5. For 11 it is 11. For 12 again it is 3, and for 13 it is 13. So what is the range? 3, 5, 11 and 13. Just because we never repeat the elements, so we will not write 3 again. Students, I hope you must have understood these questions. Please try rest of the questions of miscellaneous exercise yourself. And don't forget to write your name, class and section in the comment box. Thank you very much.